Anyway, hello Internet, and welcome to Rise of Tiamat number 29. We're approaching 30, which doesn't really mean anything. It just means we're going to be at 30 episodes.
Dirty 30.
Yeah.
Hey.
30, young and hot at 30. Yeah. 30 to 16. Woo!
A lot of feelings. I have a lot of feelings about all of these things. Anyway, hello. So this is Nerd Immersion, and I'm Ted. I'm going to be running you through a game session as we come close to the finale of an entire campaign. Some people, like, say, Katie and Laura, who have been playing in this shared universe for over 2 years at this point. But we do have some sponsors that I need to tell you about up front, which is Initiative Coffee Company, which provides the coffee that keeps me going. Because as you all know, I don't sleep, so I gotta get my energy from somewhere. And Elderwood Academy, where you can get cool custom dice boxes, and maybe even in unique orange foil with a cool Baroque border. So that's a thing that you should think about. And you can use that link, and then some of it helps to support the show. And lastly, we have a giveaway going on right now that goes on basically till the end of this Sunday at 11:59 p.m., where you can enter to win yourself a copy of Ghosts of Saltmarsh, the cool collector's edition hobby store exclusive cover with the Sahoogan here in the front, which is how I say it. Could be wrong. I don't know. That's how Victor Bavine says it. And that's how I've been saying it. So, if the man was competent enough to narrate 35 Legend of Drizzt novels, and he says it that way, I think that that's how I'm going to say it. So anyway, all you got to do is follow us here on Twitch, and then everything else is bonus entries. If you do choose to subscribe, that's 10 free. You got that Twitch Prime subscription. It's probably not being used because you forgot to re-up it because it ends every month. I'll let you drop it here. Get yourself 10 free entries. And again, that Tuesday, so this ends on Sunday, next Tuesday is the release of Acquisitions Incorporated, the book, so you might as well stick around because I'm going to do a giveaway of that book too. So there you go. But that's enough of me giving my spiel on things. I'm going to turn it over to Celeste, who's going to tell you everything that happened last time so we can get into what's going to happen tonight.
Oh man, we got some truth bombs dropped last episode, but let's go ahead. Let me pull up my list of ridiculous names from last episode here. Thank you very much. Okay, here we go. All right, so we started last episode. We had basically just come back to Waterdeep after defeating a dragon, getting this blue dragon mask. We started off by eating pie in true Belladonna's fashion, and very quickly from there, we're like, okay, we need to go to the council, and we need to, like, contact Leosin, give them this mask, get paid, whatever, except we haven't gotten paid. It's fine. I don't care. So we contacted Leo's and he's like, oh, meet me at this weird coffee shop. And we're like, okay, that's weird. Awesome, dude. So we did. We met at Homebrew Coffee. And we met this really intense guy who was like the manager or whatever. And there was like weird plaques on the walls with all of the fallen who have died in this coffee shop and a peppermint mocha beast and like all this crazy whatever. So all the Belladonnas meet up with Leosin and he's being real shifty as hell with like this briefcase and being like, oh guys, like, did you get it? Oh, okay, whatever. I have a mission for you. Apparently, we've been approached by the Red Wizards of Thay, and they want to work with us because they hate the Red Wizards who are on Tiamat's team. So what do you think, guys? And Leo was like, boo, Red Wizards, super evil. But everybody else is like, yeah, bro, sounds cool. And Leo's like, well, fuck you guys. But fine, I'll go too. And so Leo's like, great dudes. And then we went to the council to drop off the mask. So we talked to Laurel Silverhand and we're like, hey, we got you the mask. We also brought you the body of Iskander, this wizard dude who like, you know, tried to help. So maybe we should help him out. And she's like, okay, cool, whatever. And like after that conversation, we were approached by Rhea Nightshade, who's like the shady as hell tiefling from the Zentarum. She's like, hey, I got a proposition for you when you come back, if you want to make a deal. And Leo's like, okay. And then after that, they met with Leosin up with their contact, who's this red wizard chick named Nai. And we like met her in a shady alley, and she's like, "Oh, you ready to go to Deadland?" And we're like, "Ugh." But we said yes. And then we booped there, and all of a sudden we're in Thay, and she drops us off at these like hotel rooms that are like weirdly suited to our personalities, and like all her undead staff are around, and Odella makes one of them make a pie, and it was okay. But then Odella and Leo have a conversation. Leo's like, "Hey, like, what's going on with you? I feel like I don't know you anymore." And Odella definitely answered none of Leo's questions. But Leo, I guess, is fine now. He's like, "Why are you so undead and shit?" And she's like, "I'm just different." And then so that conversation was interrupted by eventually, yeah, the chick came back and was like, "Okay, you can go and meet my boss lady, who's this creepy vampire chick." So we go and meet this vampire chick named Tharchion Iseldra Yeth, who was a jerk face. And she's like, "Oh, yes, tell me what you know." And we're like, "Ugh." And then she's like, "Go to sleep." And we're like, "Ugh." And then we did. And then they booped us into a weird nightmare dimension where we were tortured by red wizards of Thay who were asking us questions because they're the fucking worst. And Leo was pissed. And Odella's like, "It's fine." And then all of a sudden, like, this weird demon thing comes and gets Odella and is like, "Enough of this." And they're all like, "Bro, step off." And so Odella's gone. And Roswen is fine. And Rid cried a lot. And Leo was mad. And then we all woke up. And we were pissed and like half dead. But the Tharchion lady's like, "Okay, I guess we'll work with you. I'm a vampire." And then so we went back to Waterdeep, and we go back to the council, and we're like, "Hey guys, we did great. Oh my god." And then Laurel's like, "Hey, that mask you brought back, super duper a fake. We are so boned." And we're like, "Oh no, we're so boned." And then right after that, Rian came back up. She's like, "Hey, bummer about that situation. But hey, do you still want to make a deal?" And we're like, "What the fuck?" And then she said a lot of really nice things about Leo and complimented him and called him the leader of the party. So eventually they made a deal to sell the tower that they got the mask from originally, to sell it to the Zentarum for like 100,000 gold and some potions and shit. And I think that's where we left off.
That sounds about right. That's pretty close.
These recaps give me life.
Yeah. And that's what happened last time.
Yeah. So anyway, all of that happened. I'm gonna adjust Celeste so she stays more in frame here.
Oh, sorry. I'm just.
She's just
She's
booping
all
in.
over the place. Just move the camera.
I
in a
guess
circle,
I could zoom
constantly.
out.
No, you're
But
fine. You're fine. Well, I mean, yeah, sure. All right, that works. Also, if you guys now see, I did put up above me here because Celeste complained about it being on my other streams. So we have our charge count right above
Yay!
me there. So if you guys donate to any of the Belladonnas and use the hashtag that's next to the name, it should provide them the charges associated with it. I will say I have to get this fixed, but like don't just type like hashtag Odella. Like type a word or something and then hashtag Odella and then it'll count. It's like a weird glitch with it. I'll have to have that fixed. But that will update the bar below me and then also the charges above. And I got a cool new donation alert that showers the screen with coins if you donate. And the coins have a dragon on one side and the Nerd Immersion logo on the other side, and they spin if you focus real close.
Somebody do it.
Let's
I
see.
want to see it.
So yes, that is what happened last time on Rise of Tiamat. So you guys ended basically in the council, yes? Or did we leave the council and go elsewhere?
We were still in the building, I think, after talking
Yeah.
to Rian and making
Okay.
the deal.
Yeah. So basically, I'll let you guys have a break if you want to leave and go back to rest for the night and come back if you so choose, because they want to do investigations to see if they can root out who may possibly be a spy. That's up to you. You guys can stay and then I can keep going, or I'm giving you the opportunity to take the night or not.
So does this either be part of the investigations or don't? Or
No,
is it-
this is be adjacent to things going on or get a night to have some conversation and role play before shit hits the fan tomorrow.
Right. Time needs to pass. What do we want to do?
Or I can have shit hit the fan right now. That either one's an option.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter to me. This is your guys' game. Do you want time to chat, be together as a group, or messenger guy can just walk in right now and give a notice?
I think we need to talk to Odella after her fucking.
No, you don't.
I would love if Roswen talks to Odella, because clearly Leo talking to Odella is going fucking nowhere. Please do.
Yeah, I mean, I think then we can rest for the night, and then at night, Roswen will go to wherever Odella is.
Okay, so a messenger will run in as you guys are like haggard, tired, as like with some information. He kind of like runs in and passes out on the floor as you guys are walking out. Apparently, there's some information that will be shared tomorrow when this guy is revived. And you guys leave.
Yeah. All the time, Roswen is holding Remy's hand and just being a good friendo. But yeah, so I think as the night passes, then she'll go to Odella's chambers and knock on her door. Odella.
Is Leo there?
I don't know. Is Leo there?
Yeah, I don't know. Is Leo
Yeah,
there?
I would guess so, since I guess we're okay.
All right.
Okay, you hear, sup?
Are you doing gross stuff? Are you doing gross stuff?
No, just let me find my pants. I find my pants.
I just kind of like scoot in, my back turned like this, and I'm like, is it safe? Is it safe? Okay. Hi guys.
Hello.
Top of the evening to you. Odella, I just I wanted to talk to you about something that I learned from Miriam. And just check in with you in general. I don't know if you want to do that privately or if you're good with Leo here.
I look at Leo. Does it look like Leo wants to stay in this conversation?
Yeah, he's a gossip queen. He picks up he's like, oh yeah. He looks around and like picks up a book that Odella has somewhere and is like, oh.
Roswin's immediately
like necromancy.
Yeah, and I'm like
dropping. But yeah, she'll just kind of like sit down, and I'm sure there's like a little table or something, and be like, so I've noticed that lately, things have been different. We had that conversation, and I saw, what had changed with your wings. And I also kind of noticed when we were fighting that dragon that you weren't healing the way you're supposed to heal from me. Is there anything else that you wanted to tell me about what happened? Because I need to know those things. I'm the one who keeps you guys alive.
So I did notice that as well. When I came back, I did kind of have to do some, I don't want to say experiments because that sounds real like shady, but I did find out that I can't heal as well unless I'm around some sort of dead material, I guess is the best way to put it. And I don't really know why.
Well, we could talk to Miriam if you want to go. I'm sure she'd be able to help.
I don't feel like it's that big of a problem. Maybe it'll just go away on its own.
You don't think that's that big of a problem? We're about to face potentially Tiamat, and you don't think you healing properly is that big of a problem? I don't think you're a stupid lady, Odella, but you're acting kind of stupid.
Well, I also think that in our fight against Tiamat, there will most likely be a lot of dead material around.
Potentially, but you don't know that for sure. And you don't know, we haven't even tested anything. You don't know how close you have to be to it. What if you're not close enough? I'm not letting you die again.
I won't die.
You can't
Okay.
say that. You would have said that to me 5 seconds before you died the first time. That's just how you are.
I really think that you're making this into a bigger deal than it is.
Well, then just humor me, because I'm not going to have peace of mind until we know what's going on with you. And now is the last moment we have to figure it out.
I mean, you could just let me bring Gary along.
Gary's fucking disgusting, and I don't trust him as far as I could throw him, which is not very far.
Fair enough.
Please just go with me to Miriam. Don't you trust me and my judgment?
I'm sorry. Celeste so funny.
I know. I'm trying not to look at her.
I know. I keep looking back at you, but you're like right next to her, and I'm like, oh god.
So let's go away.
I trust you.
If you trust me, there shouldn't be anything else to add.
What if it's something that's so bad that I won't be able to help in the final fight?
Well,
I'd
then,
rather not know.
I mean, I think that it's important to know.
I think I can't not be there. And I think if there's any sort of doubt, or if she finds something and you guys are going to insist that I don't come, I can't let that happen. I have to
promise
be
you,
there.
We're not leaving you behind, no matter what.
You don't know. What if she says you have to?
I don't have to listen to anyone, and Miriam wouldn't force me to do anything.
I'd just rather not.
I rather you would. And as leader of this group, I'm gonna have to insist that you come. She gives side eye to Leo.
Leo has totally dropped the book in his lap at this point and is just like tracking the conversation back and forth.
What if I make you a promise that will go after?
No, that's not good enough.
I mean, what is it going to solve?
Who knows? Maybe a lot, maybe nothing. But we don't know unless we go. And she like reaches out her hand and grabs Odella, and she's like, from all the things that I've seen so far, I'm sure that you're probably scared right now. But you don't need to be, because we have each other. And no matter what happens, everything is going to be okay as long as we stick together. Come on, I already lost one sister.
Is there any way I can convince you that I'm fine?
No. If there's one thing that Ava and I always had in common, we're both stubborn as hell.
She will begrudgingly go with her, I guess.
Leo will.
She's still trying to figure out how to get out of this, though.
Leo will clear his throat and like kind of stand up, be like, put his hand on Odella's shoulder and be like, I'm I can be there too. This Miriam, I'm sure it's fine, but if anything goes wrong, I'm here.
From what I've seen about Miriam, things have only gotten better when I'm around her. Come on, let's go. She stands up, still holding your hand.
Right now?
Right now. We don't have time to dawdle.
Isn't it late?
She's always ready whenever we need her.
She's old. She goes to sleep at like 4
She's probably
a.m.
just woke up. Yep. She stands up. Tries to pull you up with her. Come on.
Well, let me get actually dressed first.
Okay.
I'm not going to just go in a robe.
Okay.
Stay here.
We've both seen you naked. Get dressed.
I will go into the other room and get dressed. I'm not going to have you guys stare at me.
I mean, Leo likes to understand.
I stare at you all the time. But Leo will kind of look at Roswen and just like,
And she just gives him a smile and she's like, all right, I'll be outside the door. I'll wait for you two.
yep, we'll be right here.
And then I will just go like down room to where Remy is, and I'll be like, Remy, we're gonna go to the temple. You should come with us. I don't want to leave you alone.
Okay. Yeah. Remy's still lacking very much in energy and very emaciated.
Mhm. Don't
Yeah,
worry, you're
I
gonna
should-
have amazing sleep tonight.
I should point out, yes, that both of you that suffered from it do still look you have that deathly pallor about you currently.
Oh, Odella's probably super into it.
Probably. All right, so Laura, I feel like I can see you. I can see the wheels turning as you're looking through your character sheet right now.
Yeah.
So what's the plan?
Oh, I don't know, man.
I mean, you've basically got enough time that you can think about, like, I'm gonna go get dressed. You've got literal minutes before or less before people start getting suspicious at the amount of time it takes you. So do you have any what's the plan? Don't think you have any body duplication spells or things of that nature. No
Man,
simulacrum.
things that aren't necromancy are kind of really helpful.
I didn't even have time to go get anything fun.
I literally go get Remy and then I'm just like knocking on the door. Are you ready?
So, this is your one shot. You do anything, or you just going as is?
I don't have anything that I can do. I've looked through everything that I have, so I guess I'm just going as is.
Okay. All right. So you guys head out for the House of the Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god. Thank you, PD. That Discord photo, phenomenal.
Wait, what?
If you haven't joined, I'll just jump in here. If you haven't joined the Nerd Immersion Discord, we should just make a separate channel called Celeste Faces. Because
And then let
That's
people
great.
submit impressions.
absolutely, yeah. He snapped a picture of Celeste's face, and it's in the Rise of Tiamat Discord
That's
channel right now.
I'm going.
And it's just basically like behind the book.
I guess in the moments that I have, I will just be like, Vetten, if you have anything that can help me, I really need it.
Okay. Huh.
I don't have any. I don't have the spell that I really want right now.
Fair. Okay. Well,
I don't think it's a spell I can take.
you guys head out. So describe to me this conversation as you guys are how is this walk? You guys have left. It sounds like Leo. Is everybody going?
I think we're all going.
Sounds like everybody's going. Great.
Roswen is holding Remy's hand tightly, and she's also, because she's like just assuming that Odella is like scared to get bad news, stuff like that. So she's also holding Odella's hand, like trying to comfort her and be like, "It's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it." Laura
I think Leo is so quiet because this is like what he's wanted to know, but like didn't know. So his lot is like totally thrown in with Roswen right now. So he's kind of following like in step, like thank God.
Okay.
Mom of the group all the time. Just this is my life.
You're okay. Leo's okay with you being the leader right now, but we'll talk.
I feel like Roswen is the mental health leader, and Leo's the let's kill it leader.
I'm in charge of morale.
All right. So yeah. So what's Odella? How is Odella walking down? Like, are they? I'm assuming they're not like literally pulling you down the street, but what is she? Smiling, closed off. How is this? Describe to me this walk of not really shame, but like feeling like a death's row walk, sort of at the moment is the vibe I'm getting. I don't know. You tell me.
She is hesitating, but not enough where it feels like Roswin's having to pull her. But she's probably nervous, which probably would seem normal, I guess, based on the conversation they just had. But she's also trying to like deflect it onto like, well, look at how Rid and Leo look. Maybe we should go back. They look like they really need some rest type thing. Just trying to really convince them that this seems really rushed to do it right now type thing.
Roswen is having none of it.
I figured.
Yeah, Leo's like, I'm good.
I'm fine.
All right.
Roswen's just like, this is the best place for them if they're not feeling well.
Okay, so the walk happens, and you now see yourselves outside of the glorious kind of moonstony silver facade of the House of the Moon. Something you all know of through Roswen talking about it. And Odella, you now see yourself kind of walking up the front steps of one of the primary churches in all of Waterdeep, devoted to quite powerful good being. As Roswen pulls you across the threshold to go find her venerable associate who taught Roswen a thing or two about being good and dealing with divinity and that.
Yeah, before we get up the steps, I'm going to stop and I'm going to try and let go of Roswin's head if she lets me go.
She's going to, like, if you pull away from her, but she's going to turn to you and be like, what's wrong?
And she's going to say, I just can't do this. And she'll dimension door 1,000 feet away.
Shit. All right. Wow.
Ah, bitch.
Yeah.
Hang on.
What just...
Is Leo gonna
Hang
counterspell this?
Yeah, bitch, I'm gonna cast counterspell.
I'm going to counterspell the counterspell.
I'm gonna counterspell your tonight.
No, yeah. You guys watch as this happens, right? Odella?
I flip out, my like cord and like, wow.
Yeah, the counterspell. Leo attempts to counterspell. Odella counterspells that counterspell. And it's gone in a poof of smoke and
God.
brimstone.
Well, can't he cast it at a higher level and then they have to roll for it?
I mean, that really... Yes,
No.
that is an option.
Oh.
We
So-
probably have to tell
yeah,
Ted.
that's fine. I will let you both. I don't know.
I could cast it at a 6th level spell slot, which means you have to roll above a 16. Or
Yes.
yeah.
You have a 3rd level counter spell wouldn't be an automatic because Dimension Door is a 4th level spell.
Oh, got
So
it.
you would need to cast at least at a 4th level to counterspell
Oh,
immediately.
okay.
I'm gonna say you would have at least that much forethought because you also have Dimension Door from your cloak.
Yeah.
So you would know to cast it at least at 4th level. But alternatively, Odella would also know you'd be counterspelling at 4th level.
Yeah, I think maybe
So-
it cancels each other out. Can I see where Odella goes though? Because I also have Dimension Door.
But she has Extend Spell? Is that what that is? So it's
That's why it was 100.
1,000
It's a
feet as
1,000,
opposed to
yeah.
500.
Am I outside the city at that point?
Depending on which
I-
way you want. No, Waterdeep's pretty big. So,
I was gonna say I don't know where exactly the.
I'd have to bust out the map off the top. I'm just gonna say no, but you're pretty far away.
Yeah.
I mean,
I Belladonna.
I can have you guys if you want. Theoretically, I could say we could have either a roll for initiative or something along that level to see who basically had the drop first. If you want to try to upcast it, kind of a thing. You know what I mean? So, like, if you guys want to roll initiative, I can see,
I'm
like,
fine with
if Leo beats it, you could choose to upcast it. But
Okay.
if she beats you, she's quicker on the draw and is able to get out of there. And then everybody's... Rodella's down 2 4th levels, Leo's down 1. So go ahead, roll initiative. We'll go with that. We'll give that a shot. And we'll see.
I'm gonna
Just
use a luck
initiative?
reroll.
Just initiative, yeah.
Yes, okay, luck reroll. With that, 24.
20.
All right, so you can cast at whatever level you want, which sounds like a 6th level spell.
Hell yeah!
So it's a 6th level counter spell.
I only have 5th level spells, so.
So that means you got to roll at least a 16 to counterspell the counterspell.
Okay. Do I add anything to it, or is it just?
It's a 16 and it's your charisma modifier plus the d20 roll.
Charisma modifier plus d20.
Yeah.
It's a 19 plus 5. So.
Yep.
24.
Yeah. So, you blow a 6th level slot. She blows a 4th and a 5th, and she's gone.
I think I look at Roswen and I go, what just happened?
Yeah, Remy, I think, says that at the exact same time.
Yeah, like,
because they're just like so stunned right now.
I don't know. I think it's pretty obvious that she's been lying to us about the intensity of what's happened to her, because there's no reason that she should be afraid of this. She's not stupid. She knows that Selune is good.
What do you... I mean, but... Should we go after her? Like, we have to go after her, right? I mean, maybe she'll tell us. Maybe this was just too... It could be she got scared, or maybe she is under a spell. Maybe she's under a spell, or a curse.
What do we do if we go after her?
I mean, I'm not gonna fight her, but I think it's clear that if she wanted to be with us and getting better right now, that she would be here.
It can't be that.
I mean, can't it? I mean, I love Odella, and I feel like she's probably going through a lot right now, but we'd be dumb to not recognize that there have been signs that there's something bigger going on with her.
I mean, I have to go after her, right? That's what we have to do. We have to figure this out. We have to get to the bottom of this, right? I'm sure this is all just some...
Leo, I don't think this is all just some. I think that this has been coming ever since she came back. I feel like if it wasn't just something trivial, she would have been open with us about how scared she was, beyond just poofing out last second before we confronted the real issue.
God, I'm so stunned. How do we
mean,
find her?
I can prep for tomorrow, but there's nothing that I can do tonight.
No, this is all some kind of, I'm going after her. So
Which
Leo-
direction, Leo?
I don't know. I'll figure it out. I don't know. And he just, begins like stomping off into the streets of Waterdeep. We'll go. Could we tell what direction she went in at all? She's just opened a door and was gone.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of how the spell works, right? It's extended. We're talking 1,000 feet. So I mean and realistically, Leo, you only have access to it once from your thing. Theoretically, she could just keep going till she's out of higher level slots. So she could do that at least probably 2 or 3
but that's
times.
a very logical brain thing, and we're not there right now.
I am aware. I'm just making that a known point. Maybe that was for Roswen to think about that.
Yeah.
As Leo stomps off, Remy goes, "Okay, I'll go this way then."
Roswen is right next to Remy, and she's still holding her hand or their
Okay.
hand.
Okay.
And she's like, "Well, I don't have much hope for this, but I guess I can do this to help." And she'll just find like any like kind of squirrel, like any kind of animal, and she'll cast speak with animals, and just like any animal she sees, she'll like describe Odella and be like, "Have you seen somebody who looks like this?" And try to get her scouts out.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Okay. Make me an animal handling check.
21.
Okay. So you have 10 minutes of the spell as you're walking through the street. Basically, just whatever animals you find, just sending them off in a general direction. Again, animal brain, but still doing your best to like find this lady. So they're off. What you get back, you'll find out or not.
Yep.
But it's the best you got right now. So because you don't have like scrying or anything prepped, I assume.
No, I do not.
Yeah. So, and Leo doesn't either, I assume.
He doesn't have any kind of divination magic at his disposal.
Yeah.
But what he will do is he will go like tuck somewhere into an alley eventually after walking around purposely for a few blocks until he kind of cools down and starts like thinking. He will eventually like duck into an alley and summon Greater Steed and then start flying over Waterdeep.
Okay.
As he summons Orion the Lion to his side.
Yeah, as you're flying about, you can make me a perception check and an insight check.
Sure. Is it insight on how dumb my feelings are making me right now?
Maybe.
Okay, so that'll be a 21 on perception.
Okay. Got a pretty good eye from the sky.
Okay. Oh, and a 22 insight.
But your brain, you think back to basically like the first time you met Jalar and Rid, and you recall the situation with Tiffany emerging from the water, and that Odella has the ability to completely change her appearance and her clothing.
Damn it! God damn it!
Not only is it just her appearance, she also has the magic clothes that change to whatever she wants. So she really wants to hide. It's not going to be easy to find her.
It's like she was raised by a spy group or something.
I don't know. So he's going to keep flying around because he hopes in his weird romantic mind that maybe she'll see him looking for her and like I don't know, because he's like he's just can't.
Oh, baby.
I know.
Aw.
He's so cute.
Why you betray me like this? My heart.
do I see him flying around?
Well, that depends. What's your? I mean, without revealing your location, but like, are you just like assuming another form and just like going about? Are you like ducking and going to hide somewhere? Would you be out in the open? Is the question.
Oh yeah, she would just assume another form and wander about. She's not like a skulker.
Yeah, no, I just really I don't know.
Yeah.
So yeah, make me a perception check.
It's 19.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to miss the giant fucking white lions flying
Exactly.
through the sky of Waterdeep here, and you absolutely see Leo and Orion zipping about looking for presumably you.
And weird cat behavior and stray dog behavior.
Yeah.
Like, man, it seems like all these cats and dogs are just scared searching the city.
Some squirrels and rats. I don't know.
Okay.
It's like a network of strange animal behavior, and it's just a big flying lion being ridden by a heartbroken doofus flying about through the city.
Aw.
Not
Or,
even
you
gonna
know.
correct you on that.
Either
How
way.
long has it been?
True, but it's just pitiful.
Yeah.
Don't pity me.
Aw.
I don't want your pity.
We'll go like, how long would Leo just keep flying? How
Yeah.
long? So we'll let's give it an hour at this point. It's been an hour. Your animals are not turning up with anything, Roz. You're muted, Katie. But I figured I read your lips. Yeah, you're good now. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I think that at some point, honestly, like, because Roswen doesn't really have high hopes at this point
Mhm.
for Odella. I think that after like the hour passed, she's just gonna take Remy back to the inn and be like, "You need to rest."
But I wanna help find Odella.
It's okay. Leo's in the sky. He's gonna see anything that we would.
But I could be in the sky too, right? And like Remy kicks back in her heels. Says, I could just go the other way and try to cover more ground.
Roswin just like holds on to her arm and she's like, kind of like looks back where her wings used to be, and she's like, I mean, I guess I can't stop you.
Oh. Roz, I don't really know what to do.
I think that at this point, it's not up to us. You have to know what you can control and what you can't. That's the most important knowledge to have.
Yeah, okay. I hope he finds her.
If she wants to be found, she'll turn up.
Well then, I hope she comes back.
I do too.
Okay. I'll take a nap.
Okay, come on, let's get you to bed.
Okay.
All right.
I'm imagining Remy feels a little bit like I do right now.
Yeah.
So yeah, you guys go back. Leo, are you just flying about, or are you doing that like?
I'm doing a
Are
methodical.
are you yelling, or are you just flying?
No, I don't think she can probably hear me from the height I'm flying. I mean, like,
One of the Passovers that I see, I will like drop the Mask of Many Faces for a second, like, oh, like I made a mistake, and then like put it back up and see if he spots it.
Oh, make me a perception check there, Leo.
we're playing with fate. Can I have advantage because true love?
Wow, it's true love, Leo.
That's
I
what.
don't know.
In his mind, it
Leo
is.
has literally never been in a relationship that is less
Sure,
than this long.
sure, buddy. Sure.
Remember your first love? Remember how crazy that shit made you?
I like how this.
Yeah, I just ran
relationship
into
has
mine when I went to
officially
see
been, like, a
Godzilla
week.
last week. It was weird. I was just like in line buying popcorn, and she just turns around. I was like, "Oh, Hey, haven't seen you in 15 years.
It's weird. It's weird, man. Okay.
Actually, 20 years? 20 years. Eek.
Oh.
Okay. So yes, advantage
Not
because
20
of
years,
true
yeah.
love.
Sure, advantage.
Hell yeah. Okay, then it's I rolled a 1 and a 17. So I'm very glad you said yes. So 17 plus 11. Are you gonna be 28?
Yeah, I guess you see for a second, but then you're like, oh, and then it's gone. You're positive you saw her, but
I'm gonna turn Orion around and circle and land and like start looking like through the streets.
what's Odella doing?
She will be able to be found.
But
Like-
not in Odella's guise.
Right. Like
Okay.
she'll be look suspicious enough that Leo might be like, I wonder if that's her.
I'll start asking people on the street. I'm like, excuse me, have you seen a woman? She looks like this. Goth sleeves, like pale, like anybody. And I probably tap you on the arm, and I'm like, excuse me, have you seen a woman who looks like this?
Let's just say that happens, because this is a movie, apparently.
Sure.
This is a rom-com
yeah.
at this point.
90s
It
rom-com.
is.
I don't know. It might be a tragedy. I don't know. Could be either.
I'll look at him and be like, yeah, come with me, and like kind of motion towards an alley.
All right.
Okay. I'm a big man. I'm fine.
You go
I'm a
into
big
an
lovesick man.
You go into an alley.
I will look like myself again.
And I'm gonna stare at you and then like crush you and be like, what happened? Are you okay?
Jon
What-
Snower.
Yeah.
I don't know. I panicked.
What's going on?
What if-
Did you not want me to come look for you? Of course I was gonna come look for you, but what is this? Odella, like what am I supposed to do?
I don't know. What if it was bad news? I don't think I can deal with that right now.
Something is better than anything, because this is the point here. You ran away from us. You either tell me and you stay and I might be okay with it, or you go right now and you never have to tell me the truth. And that's what it's going to be. I wasn't going to let you leave without saying goodbye, though. And that's always going to be the case.
Leo, I wasn't going to leave. I was always going to come back.
Well, you're giving us the wrong idea with all of that. You just left all.
I just didn't want to do that right now.
Why? Why didn't he want to do that right now? And he sort of, he like backs away from her and he's like, listen, you make me, I can't keep doing this. So right here, right now, I know it's an ultimatum. I know that sucks, but here's my line in the sand. You want me to stay? You want me to stay with you? I need to know what I'm dealing with right now.
What do you want to know?
God, Odella, don't. There's clearly some big fucking secret that you're dancing around, and I'm done, and I'm tired, and maybe you're stupid. You think I'm stupider than I am, but you literally just ran away from a holy temple of goodness. Why would you do that, Odella? I can think of 5 reasons, and none of them are good.
Because I don't know, Leo. I don't know if all of this stuff that's happened to me, what it means. I don't know.
Care. What's happened to you?
What if Miriam sees me and she's like, oh God, you have to die. Like, you're so evil.
Why would she say that?
I
Are
don't
you so
know.
evil?
I don't know anybody else who can't heal when they're not around dead things, Leo.
What are you, like a lich? Is that what you are?
I
don't know.
think so, but I don't think that any of you would let me stay if Miriam said that something was horribly wrong. And what if it couldn't be fixed?
Well, maybe we would. But, I mean, we're certainly not going to let you come back now without any answers. I'm not. You know what? If you don't want to tell me, fine. I'll leave.
What answers do you think I have?
I don't know, but you have something. So you tell me something now. You tell me what's going on. You tell me why your eyes rolled back in your head. What happened to you? What deals you made down there? Or this is over.
I told you about that.
I don't think you did. I just flew over Waterdeep looking for you. I think I deserve some fucking credit. Something.
Fine. You want the truth? I will tell you the truth. I don't think that I've lied to you so far, but since you're demanding every single thing, I told you that when I died, I went to some other place. While I was there, I saw Boyd again, and it was awful. And I was alone, and I had nobody. And it didn't seem like anybody was coming to save me. But I met somebody, and he offered to help. And I'm sorry, but I accepted it. And I might have done some things while I was down there that I'm not proud of. And I don't know what that means. And I am scared that I'm not going to have anybody after this. And I'm sorry if I panicked because I thought maybe everything was going to go wrong. But we just need to get through this fight with Tiamat. And then you guys can take me to whatever temples you want or do whatever you want. But I don't know if I can face this right now.
What did you do? Odella, what did you do?
I'm going to look Leo straight in the eye and I'm going to tell him I ripped his soul apart piece by piece until there was nothing left.
Is that what your power is now? Is that what you got, tearing people apart? I don't... What is it you're actually afraid to tell me you did?
Are you serious? Is that not bad enough for you?
He was someone who wronged you. I can see how that might be. This person who gave you power, this thing, what is it? Is it something evil?
I don't know. He isn't really... He doesn't seem evil to me.
Odella. And Leo gets very cold at this moment. I think we need to stop. If you're just here to end this fight and that's it, and you don't care what lies beyond that, if you've made power exchanges and you won't tell me the details, if we can't be open about that, then I guess this is just I guess this is a working relationship now. So You can come back if you're here just to finish this fight, but until I know, you're not letting me in. And I can see that, and I think I've been a fool to think it could be otherwise.
Leo. Don't.
I don't really see how it can be any other way. I told you before that I wanted to be done with secrets and lies and half-truths, and I'm not like that, and I can never be like that. I can't be part of this or that world. If you don't want to go to a temple, that's fine. We won't seek anything else from you. You can just be here for this end fight. That's fine. But this, I don't think this is going to work.
Leo. I am only here because of you and Roswen and Red. I don't want to see anything bad happen to you.
Odella, something bad is happening to me right now. This is ending something I thought. I don't know. I've never felt like this before, and now it's done. And I don't really know. So, why don't you take a walk? Walk it off.
Leo, I don't understand. You wanted the truth. I gave you the truth, and now that's not good enough for you. You can't keep moving the line.
I guess my line's too strict. Maybe I can't do gray. Maybe it's all black and white.
This is why I didn't want to tell you.
You haven't told me anything.
I've told you everything.
I don't believe you.
Why?
This whole haunted half-truth Odella thing, it just isn't working for me anymore, okay? You won't tell me why. You only have to make it through this final fight. You won't tell me why this was also horrible. You won't even tell me the name of, clearly you have a new, patron or something? You won't even tell me that. You won't explain why you keep books about necromancy at your bedside constantly. You won't explain where you go or I'm not in your world, Odella, and I get it. Message received.
To be fair, I don't think she keeps the books on necromancy by her bedside, but the other stuff is fair.
You know what? You walk. You do whatever you need to do. I'm gonna go let Roswen and Remy know you're okay, that you're not dead.
What I need to do is I need you. You can't leave me. She gets a little creepy, yeah. I'm not gonna lie about it.
Oh yeah. Well, he's like, watch me. And he's gonna walk out of the alley and try to leave.
Does he just leave, or?
Yeah, he will leave.
No. I'm not asking. I'm not asking you. I'm asking.
Leo, stop.
I'm not unless you're casting a spell, he's not stopping.
It's not a spell at this moment.
No, he keeps walking. He's done.
She follows him.
He's like walking through the streets of Waterdeep, like doing that thing where he's power walking and like.
Leo, you want to know his name? His name is Ven. I'm not trying to hide him from you. I'm not trying to hide anything from you.
Power walking.
Okay, hold on. She's going to she's freaking out right now. She's gonna kind of cast Dominate Monster on him because it's the best I have.
The betrayal. Okay.
And then panic because she doesn't know what to do next.
This is why you don't walk alone in the city at night.
Yeah, your girlfriend gonna jump you with a dominate spell.
Yep.
Okay, what's my save?
Wisdom save, I believe.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. I got an 8.
Yes, I have an 18 DC of 18, I think.
All right.
Yep. So
I'm
yeah,
scared.
he currently for the next hour. I don't know how long it is. You are
It's an hour.
for the next hour. You are 100% under Odella's control,
Yeah.
and have to do whatever she says.
She tells him to stop and tells him to come back, and then
He does.
goes back and is like, I don't know what to do.
What do you want me to do?
Freaks out.
Yeah, he looks at you, waiting patiently.
Stepford Leo over here.
Yeah, she's just freaking out. She doesn't know what to do right now because I don't have anything that can do anything. And she's going to remember that she was offered something at one point
Okay.
and ask for it, basically.
Oh.
Wait, what? What are you
Oh
doing?
boy. Okay.
What are you doing?
Which message me which thing, because there were a lot of offers on the table. So just shoot me a message real
I need to
quick.
get another drink. Don't you dare say literally anything.
Okay, go ahead. You message me right now on Discord, and I will.
Oh my god.
How
Meanwhile-
about this episode, folks? This was going to be a lighthearted night before the crazy battle scenario.
Some parties like drink and have fun before a big battle. Belladonnas do this. Drama and trauma, people.
That's right. Did you send me that message, Laura?
I'm thinking about it, but I'm sending it right now.
Meanwhile, like Roswen's back at the end with like Remy's head on her lap, just like stroking their hair.
Okay. Well, folks, Oh.
No, oh.
Oh, hang on. Okay, give me 1 sec here.
My boyfriend just tried to hand me like some chocolate cake, and I was like, I can't.
I can't!
I can't.
My boy.
I just can't. I might be a thrall forever, man. Like, I gotta go.
Okay, I would like Leo, Roswen, and Renee, I know you're still in the chat, so you can roll it where you're at and just message it to me or send it in the chat, whatever. I'd like all of you to make wisdom saving throws, please.
I got a 29.
I got a dirty 20.
Okay.
Fate, come through. Come through. Come through, come through. What is that?
Renee,
My poor boy.
let me just check.
Renee says 6.
6. Got it. Okay.
Yeah, shit, 6.
Oh my god, no. Why? Laura, what are you doing?
Nothing. I'm doing nothing.
What are you doing? I just tried to give you my heart. Now you're gonna keep it forever.
She tried to give it back. Not your heart, but her heart.
I don't think so. There's only so much a man can take.
I'm sorry, I'd like those all at disadvantage. My mistake. Not that a 6 is gonna really be.
I literally rolled a 19 again, so 29.
All right, I got a 17, so not too bad.
Okay.
I don't know.
And Remy's is probably not gonna be worse than a 6. So.
Oh no.
Say it, Ted.
Just say it.
I'm going to.
Spit it
Rip the
out.
Band-Aid
And-
off.
Yeah, and it. Yeah, and. Fuck, man, this is gonna be rough. So, Odella, in front of you appears a familiar figure in this white 3-piece suit and says, "Are you sure this is what you want?"
I can't lose them.
Well, all right then. And even Roswen, all 3 of you, Remy, Leo, and Roswen, your memory is wiped that Leo or that Odella ever dimension doored away. Your memory has been stripped of that entire scenario, everything that's just happened. Leo, like the flying around, all of that pulled, never happened. And Roswen, you have the thought that you're going to bring this up to Odella when she gets back, but her and Leo went out for tonight, and Leo, that's why you guys are out in an alley in Waterdeep. You guys were just going out before the night before the big crazy event. And, you know, Remy is also just still really sad and depressed about everything and is there with Roswen as would be. Yep.
You
F. Man.
But you do get the feeling from when he leaves Odella, like that was your one.
Yep.
And that's
Nope.
gone now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I think Leo's gonna turn to Odella and be like, "So where do you want to get a drink next?" Gonna like skeet her in.
I don't know. Show me around.
Okay, this is I'm not quite sure how we got to this part of town. It's kind of boring. Let's go towards the theater district.
Yeah, all right.
It's always a good time over there. Fuck!
She very happily like goes off with Leo.
Yeah, you guys go out for your night in the town, eventually make it back to the room where Roswen and Remy are there.
Roswen is like still stroking Remy's like head, and she's like, "Oh, good, you're back. I wanted to talk to you about something."
And I think you look really tired. Can I wait till tomorrow?
No, it's really important.
I
I love this. Do it again.
And Leo's I think a little tipsy at this point. He's just like, "We can wait till tomorrow." He's making smolder eyes at Odella.
I think that we won't if we don't talk about this. And she's like really sleepy.
Mm-hmm.
She's just like, it's really.
Leo's like,
I'm
and there we go,
worried.
Roswen. No, it's a blanket. Look, oh,
Stop it! I'm not a fucking kid. She like puts her arms around. She's like, can we just talk for a little bit, Odella? Maybe we can do it in the morning, but I do want to talk to you.
Yeah, let's talk in the morning.
Okay, but I'm not gonna forget, so just be ready. I'll bring pie and tea, okay?
Okay.
Sounds
bye.
good.
Good night.
And she lets herself go to sleep, and she casts her dream spell on Red and makes her dream of all the best things that she knows they love.
Yeah, that's adorable.
and just like her little head on top of theirs.
And you wake up the next morning after whatever happened. And yeah, it's the next morning. First thing in the morning, you've got pie. And Roswen, when you went to sleep and woke up the next day, you know it's a weird scenario because you know that you don't have any lost time yesterday, but you feel like didn't I do something yesterday, but it's not like you can't remember what it was. You're like, I probably wasn't important, but you feel like something just feels a little off to you. Leo and Remy, nope, everything's fine. And Odella, obviously, you know everything that happened.
Yeah.
But yeah, Roswen, you've got like this inkling that something's slightly off, but you can't quite figure out what.
Yeah, I think she's just going through her morning routine, you know, like you do when you're like, oh, I got a million things to do. Shit, what was that thing? And she's just like making tea, like burns her hand a little bit, just like thinking about it. And then she goes and she knocks on the door and she's like, are you guys doing anything gross in there?
Does she get a weird sense of deja vu?
Yeah.
You do. You get
Let
that.
me find my pants.
There's a glitch in the Matrix, Roswen. You're not sure what's going on.
And the same exact thing. She backs in with her eyes closed and she's like, hurry up. Tell me when it's safe.
Yeah, we're good.
And she sets down the food and she brought a little something for Leo as well because she remembered he was there. And she's like, so I just wanted to talk to you about some things because I noticed during that blue dragon fight you didn't heal the way you were supposed to.
I love this so much. It's so dumb, but I love it so much.
I'm gonna go downstairs and get some coffee.
Okay.
Y'all want anything?
No, I'm gonna get pie and tea.
Can you give me a coffee too?
Yep.
Thanks.
Extra sugars, because you're so sweet.
Oh.
I'm gonna walk
Poor
out.
Leo, man.
I know.
I love it.
Yeah, so Roswen just, you know, she like pours some tea for Odella. She's like, just until your coffee gets here. And
Oh, thank you.
she's like, so yeah, during that fight, you didn't heal like you were supposed to. And, you know, just with what you told me and, you know, everything else, I just, you know, I'm worried. And I really think before we go into any big battle, we should really go see Miriam. Because I just don't want anything to happen to you.
I mean, I think maybe it was just a fluke. I don't
want any flukes happening during that, though.
I mean,
it's too important. You're too important.
would I have had would I have had a chance to go through my belongings?
Yeah.
In this time? Do I find that thing that you mentioned that you forgot to tell us last time about that there's a scroll with a dead finger attached to it in our belongings?
Yes, everybody has you guys, maybe if you didn't get a chance to go through it, we'll say Odella did, but you guys all, Odella, you'll find there's a dead finger in your backpack, tied with a piece of intestine around it, in your backpack. That was given to you, gifted by the Red Wizards.
You know, they're such nice people.
You all have them. And if you haven't checked your belongings, it's in there.
But yeah, so she's like, I don't know. I feel fine. I did notice that it was kind of weird, but I don't think that'll happen again. I mean, you can see, you can try again, see if it's weird.
I mean, I can see that's fine, but if it was random, I don't want it to randomly happen during a fight.
I mean, I don't think it will, though.
You can't think something and just be like, yeah, it's fine. You know, I like to think that I've got the best butt in town, but we know that that's Lux wherever she is.
That's true.
So we should really go just to be sure, because I don't want to lose anyone again. And I'm not going to lose you. And it would make me feel a lot better.
I mean, if it would make you feel better. But I just
Really?
really don't think that
She gives you like a big hug and she's like, I can't wait. Okay. I'm just going to be able to go through this feeling so much better because I don't know. I really put on a strong front and I know that like there's more important things right now in our lives, but a lot of stuff has happened and I can't lose anyone again after Ava.
Coffee! I'm gonna walk back in with a bunch of coffees.
Yeah.
Roswen, and I'll put a hand on her shoulder. You're not going to lose anyone. But I honestly and sincerely think you had a lot going on in that last fight. I don't think it was anything that's ever going to happen again. I think it was just a fluke. I think.
Yeah, think. But that's not enough. I need to know you're going to be okay.
I mean, I'm here. I'm okay.
Yeah, now.
Yeah, do you all think we should? Oh, sorry to interrupt. Whatever. Should we be heading to the council though? They said
It's
they need.
like it's like first thing in the morning.
Oh,
Like,
okay.
It's like you guys are adventurers. You wake up at first light.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So like you probably
They were
have
like,
some.
come by like noon or something.
I'm sure.
Yeah,
Listen,
a couple
it's
hours.
probably going to be a quick stop. Like, we've got the
Is it
time.
even on the way? I don't want to
Odella, you might be okay
inconvenience
with
everybody.
not knowing for sure that you're going to be fine. But I'm not. This is my job. This is what I do.
I'm sorry. Wait, are you trying to take us to church?
Yes.
Oh.
I know. Don't you? But I just want to make sure Odella's okay because she wasn't healing right in the last fight.
Oh.
I mean, which may not be on me, is all I'm saying.
Leo's in his coffee like.
As
It's
leader
like-
of the group, I feel like I have a good.
I love this. I love this. Nobody knows.
Roswin's face turns even pinker than usual, and she slams her hands on the table, and she's like, I was the first person in this group. I named us. I keep you guys alive to the best of my ability, and I always make sure you come back. Either there's no leader or I'm the leader.
Well, I think we all agree that there's no leader then. No, I'm just kidding.
I mean, I do a lot of the talking. I'm just gonna.
We are all equal
Kick
parts.
floor
leaders.
when you fall a million feet again.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This is better.
Me defending you? You have a problem with that? Taking hits
Listen.
from dragons?
I just think that this is what's best for the group. And you guys should respect my opinion. It's not like it's going to hurt anything to do it.
To go to. I'm sorry. I don't really. Why do you want to take
I want to
Odella
take Odella to see Selune. Well, not sees her, but see people from the Church of Selune, because I don't feel like she was healing properly. And everyone else did. So I don't think it was me.
Well, didn't she also come back from death? Maybe that has something to do with it. You know, things have been a little weird since then. And Rid has their own healing thing going on, but
Listen.
And honestly, I think that I'm okay now. You can try. I think it'll be just fine.
I can heal her.
We
You
can
want me
do a
to-
test right now.
Roswen looks at
see
Leo
if
and she's like,
good.
it was random. This is the woman you love. Do you want something to randomly go wrong?
No, of course.
Then why are you arguing with me, Leo?
Wow, Roswen. Backbone Roswen.
Yeah, get it, girl. Get it.
I'm not taking rudeness to me when I'm trying to keep us all safe.
I think that's totally fair. I mean, Odella, do you think there's? I didn't notice a problem.
I don't think that there's a problem.
Something
and we
just
can-
seems off. Okay? Something has been off. And it would just make me feel better because I don't want to go into this fight and let you guys down because my head's in a different place.
Well, maybe we should try somebody else healing Odella. I can try.
But that's the thing. It was random. It was random. And she's just like sitting there, just like,
Yeah, and Leo just like,
If it
because
was
he doesn't
random,
really
maybe it's
understand
not something that can be fixed. Maybe, like I said, maybe it was just a fluke.
I'm telling you, I don't want to deal with flukes when we're fighting a dragon god.
Okay, I'm gonna go over and like cast Cure Wounds on Odella.
Yeah.
Roswen just is sitting there and she's just like, I don't see how this can test my fluke argument.
Yeah, it works as expected.
I mean, we can, I guess, go to a temple, or we can kind of get a move on. We don't have a lot of time to appease.
But we have enough. We're not trying to appease a god. We're trying to keep our party alive.
I'm gonna look over at Odella and like.
I mean, we only have so much time, and
Then why
are
are we
they really going to?
dilly-dallying?
Why are they really going to be able to find anything in that time if it is just a random fluke?
Maybe. Isn't that enough? Isn't a slight chance enough?
I think this is worthy enough to say on camera that Leo is like, it's morning after, and I feel like Odella was like extra like attentive last evening. So Leo's just like first thing in the morning, like it's all good, like let's fight the world.
She was making sure she laid it on thick, like the whole night. Was like, we're gonna have the best time. We're gonna go on that date where she like kind of blew him off for furniture shopping that one time. Like, we're gonna do the whole 9 yards type of thing.
Yeah. I mean, basically, if you guys aren't going to listen to Roswen, you're not going to listen to Roswen. But she's just like visibly just like frustrated, I think, more than anything, because she feels like there's something wrong, but she doesn't know what it is. And, you know, she went into it with the same severity that she did the first time.
Yeah. Celeste is like, yes, girl. But Leo's like,
yeah.
You're being really.
Well, I mean, because we do have a previously scheduled meeting for this morning, maybe we should see to that first. And then if we have any time afterwards, maybe we can stop by.
I'd like to insight check her.
Yeah, sure.
I'm probably not going to win this, but
make a deception check.
Deception? Okay.
Yeah, because it's truthful, but you're doing it out of a place of lies.
Yeah, I know. I got a 33.
Fuck you. Yeah, no, I don't beat that. I did well, but not that well. Yeah, she's just like, once again frustrated, but she's like, okay, I don't feel good about this, and I want to put that out there. And Roswen, if anything happens, I'm going to blame myself for not making you go.
Roswen, don't ever blame yourself. I love you for caring so much about me. And she'll give her like a big hug.
And she like hugs her for an extra moment, and she's like, I know you guys don't take me seriously a lot, but just, I don't know, just, it's weird. I can't explain it. I just feel like something's different today.
That is weird. What would be different?
She's like, I want to make sure that we leave this battle and we go back to the Primp and Pie and everything is perfect. I just think we deserve that.
I can't wait for the day that we all get to just be ourselves again.
Me too. But like better, because we have been through a lot together.
Of course, better.
if there's ever anything that you want to talk to me about, please tell me, because I've waited too long in the past before, and that ended up being the worst thing that's ever happened to me. So,
Roswen, you and Leo are the first people that I will tell anything important to. Don't worry.
promise.
I promise.
Okay. Sorry, I don't know. I'm sorry I yelled. I just didn't. I
No,
don't
you
know.
are the leader, Roswen. You're right. You should stick up for yourself.
And Leo's like, I guess.
Leo, she was here first. And
No,
look at-
okay.
she's real tough.
Yeah, no, yes. I know I'm new here. They're not as new as Red.
Leo.
Who's like
You're
on
not
the
new.
ground. Oh, I should say that after your long rest, actually, I don't know if Leo got one. But after Remy's long
With
rest,
everything going on,
after Remy's long rest, aided by your dream spell, Roswen, Remy looks like themselves again, not all deathly gross.
Oh, yay. The lollipops and rainbows helped.
Yes. So yeah, I don't know if Leo got a long rest, then he also looks normal.
I think I got sleep.
Whether or not you wanted that, Odella, he looks not like death.
Oh, no.
I
She
know,
likes-
I know.
Full-bodied
his-
Leo.
His sweet, loving face just
She
looks
I
like
don't know
the
if he
veil.
noticed that she seems skinnier though, just as an off note.
Oh yeah, you know what? He might make me an insight check, perception check, whatever you think. How would you determine your lover's
Perception.
body weight shift?
Same perception.
Then make
probably.
a perception check, please.
Oh, okay. I rolled a 19. So 30?
Yeah,
Wow.
you would say, if you had to guess, looks like Odella dropped like 20 pounds recently. Out of
mean,
nowhere.
She's been under a lot of stress.
Yeah, 20
Like,
pounds
almost-
worth of stress.
Yeah, 20
This is
pounds of
why
stress.
I'm the leader. You're so dumb.
Like almost
I don't pretend to know the ways of women and their wild.
like almost overnight, it seems like. Not, yeah, just like within relatively frequently, yeah.
That's super rude for me to bring up weight. So
yeah,
I don't.
I'm not saying you do. I'm just saying
Such a
you are
gentleman.
aware.
Yeah, no, it's in the back of his mind. I think his mind is a little scattershot from whatever the hell happened. So I think I'm playing it that he's more willing to like smooth over those edges of like things that have changed, as I feel how this whatever this is might work. So he registers it.
Okay. Well, you register it. You are,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's in the back of my mind. Maybe one day we'll lead up to that same conversation that happened. Oh my boy.
Oh man, this is great. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry about this at
This
all.
is heartbreaking. I'm trying to roleplay this the best I can, but Celeste is screaming inside.
Okay, let's go to that meeting, guys.
Fuck yeah,
start
let's
this
lay it
way.
all out.
That you did not side with
God.
Roswen.
Well, I think it goes to say that, not that I'm saying that it matters, but according to Renee from the chat, Remy was on Roswin's side throughout the whole
Yay.
argument. So,
You're playing me like a goddamn fiddle. Woman.
Thank
Devil
you,
woman.
Your penis.
Oh, she loves you. She loves you so much.
You don't
She's
do
never gonna
that
let
to
you go.
people you actually
is.
love.
Never gonna let Leo
We're
go.
gonna give you up.
Yep.
This
yeah.
this
He
is so scary
much
and the
for her.
perfect. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm
Oh,
so
could
scared
you-
for my boy.
Yeah, this is,
This is bad. This is really bad.
How long do we have before like the actual?
So I'll say that this whole debacle, whatever this was I'm gonna say this is like an hour. This takes about an hour. We'll say this is like from 6 to 7 in the morning. Council's gonna meet. Uh, whatever the I want to say adjourn, but what's the opposite of adjourns when you leave? What's it when you come together?
Convene.
Convene. Thank you.
Yes, convene.
At 10. So you got about 3 hours to kill.
Oh, Jesus.
Far away is the temple.
Yeah, that is way too long for Odella's argument that we should just go to the thing.
I think we would have slept in late. I mean, we had a late night.
Okay, so fine. 8 to 9, maybe, or 7 to 8 was this argument. Give you an extra hour. 7:30 to 8:30.
I think we should get brunch, which will take about 400 hours if we're doing with Leo.
Roswen ate
Just
pie,
unplug my mic.
so she's uninterested in
headphones.
brunch.
Plug that.
But I think after everything, she's gonna go to the temple and tell you that she'll meet up with you guys at the council.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna assume that Remy doesn't go to the temple because that doesn't seem like Remy's bag.
I mean, Remy can super come to brunch with us. Like we've been brunching without Roswen multiple times.
Yeah, all right. So you guys go to your typical brunch spot when Rosalind
Oh,
goes
they
to
know us
temple.
there now.
They
by
do.
name.
Yeah. Yep. They're like, oh, Belladonna's. Guess it's pie.
Mimosa.
Mimosas and
Just
pie.
warmer. And Bellini's for the lady.
That's right, Bellini's, that's true. So
Oh, you
Rosalind,
remembered.
Of course.
why would he forget?
Of course, I'm your love slave. I remember everything. I'm not bitter.
Oh, man, best
So-
person to do this to is Celeste.
Yeah, I know. So Rosalind, you make your way over to the house of the moon, and as you're walking up the steps, you have another weird feeling of deja vu, like you were just here, but things were different. And it seems, yeah, if you know you didn't really come here in this kind of like yesterday, but you feel like you were just here.
Yeah.
It's another, like, it's the second or third time today you've had like ridiculously strong feelings of deja vu.
Yeah, and I think that at this point, like, since her teammates have been kind of like, Roswin, you need to calm down, like, you're being crazy, Roswin. Like,
Oh, man,
she's
that
probably
again.
she's probably just like, I mean, I come here all the time. Like, I don't
It's just it is what
Yeah.
it is.
yeah. So yeah, she'll go up the steps and kind of just ask for her buddy Miriam.
Do you bring all of your gear typically, or I'm assuming like you packed up all your stuff from your room?
Yeah,
With the
because
council?
we weren't going back to the rooms and we were just gonna go to the meeting place after. So
Yeah, so you go in and eventually Miriam shuffles out, of her back room, and she says, "Oh, it's back so soon. I didn't know if you'd be back this quickly. I know you're very busy."
yeah. I don't know. Like I feel silly coming to you all the time because like I feel like I ask a lot of you. But I don't you're just like the most like moral compass due north person.
Mm.
And so wise. And I don't know. I was just feeling strange and I don't, I tried to get all of my party to come, but
Mm.
they didn't want to come and
It's hard to get non-religious people to the church in the early morning. Believe
Yeah.
me, things would be different if it was that easy.
Yeah, they're drinking. They're drinking somewhere. I can feel it.
Yeah, well, if the options are alcohol or church, I can't really blame them. Stop kidding.
Oh, Miriam is the best.
Miriam, are you like hitting up like the holy water back there?
It's just like it's communion wine. Anyway, and she says, "So what's happened? What's going on? What troubles you?"
Yeah, I don't. It's probably stupid, but for me at this point in my life, things go south and we end up having the fight of our lives, I want to make sure that I'm in the best condition to keep my party safe and do what I can. So I just felt off, I guess. I don't really know what it is. It's still there, but I don't know. I didn't know if there was any magic you had to like look me over or something. I wouldn't be doing my part if I went into a battle not knowing I was at my best.
Just as well, it seems that, again, it's pretty wise, I would say. I mean, make sure you're at top fighting condition if you're going to make the fights that you're going to be making.
Well, I am the leader of the party, so.
And she says, well, I mean, it seems it would make the most sense to put the wisest one in charge.
I think so too.
And she says, well, let's see what I can find. And she kind of breathes in real deep, and you kind of hear almost like a little bit of like the old bones cracking as she like pulls herself up to her full height, because she's usually hunched, kind of just shuffling along as she does. And as she exhales, she kind of like puts her hand like this in front of herself, and as she does that, you just feel this pulse of divine energy as you watch her eyes go completely silver, and like veins kind of like intensify around the outside of her eyes, and she begins to scan you as she's keeping her hand there in the front. For you Naruto fans, think Byakugan. That's exactly what I'm thinking of when I think of this. But anyway, and she says, and she like walks, like shuffles over to your backpack, and she pulls out of your backpack, and she goes, this is strange. And she shows you a human finger tied with a piece of intestine. And she says
that's not mine.
And she says, no, I don't believe it. She says it's strange, but it's actually a protective magic.
Okay.
And she kind of like looks it over and spends some time with it, and she says, I've made much less gruesome versions of this myself in the past, but it seems that if snapped in half, as gruesome and as brutal as that sounds, this will work as protection from undead. Where were you that this is a thing that you've come across?
Well, I kind of just felt like,
She says, you don't have to lie to me.
I know I'm not going to. I'm just going to plead my case before I tell you, because you're going to be like, wow, wise? Not so much. So we kind of went to, what is it, Faye?
Faye, yeah.
Faye? Yeah, she's like, well, we were told that, there were some red wizards from Faye who wanted to take our side because there were some people who did them wrong. And I just thought, I didn't really want to go. They didn't really seem like nice people, but it's not my place to turn down any help that could save the world. So I thought I would go there and then hopefully get them to help us. And even if we don't maintain a good relationship, at least it would be additional support.
And she just takes it all, and she doesn't know real change in her demeanor. And she says, well, I mean, it seems, as far as I can tell, you made it back relatively unaffected by any sorts of nefarious magics.
But look, and she points to like the silver star in the middle of her head, and she's like, and these.
And then like she also seems to just notice that for the first time. She's like, well, apparently someone's faring quite well for themselves.
I mean, leader of the church one day, I don't know, but maybe.
And she says, what have you, she says, did you travel there with your friends?
Yeah, we all went together. It was like a nobody left behind sort of thing.
And you say you're feeling off, which is fine, but what of the rest of them? They all feel fine? Was it just you? Perhaps someone of such apparently holy energy in a place such as dark as they, perhaps it was just something that affected you as almost like a proximity feeling. disease, if you will?
I mean, there were two people, Leo and Remy. They
Mm,
woke up and they looked terrible. Like, not in a mean way, but they looked really like sickly. And they had horrible dreams, apparently.
mm,
Um, so they were not so great. I felt fine. I mean, I felt fine then.
mm,
And then Odella was fine too. So I think that she got out okay, which is good.
mm, mm. And she says, well, I mean, Fae is a bad place, but you made it out seemingly no worse for the wear. But, she says, and I'm not gonna, I understand. Listen, I once converted someone from the Thayan Church, not to Selune, but to the side of good, and now is one of the lead monks at the Monastery of the Yellow Rose. Which, listen, I mean, we're not supposed to be, singing our own praises, but that's pretty good. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, I met them. I think that's pretty good. Good job.
She says, but, she says, if you're friends, if you're worried, I don't. And she says, sometimes these kinds of magics can have these places, as I said, can just have some sort of you're such a beacon for good and such a place of just negative necromantic energy.
Yeah.
So perhaps it was just that. But this object was on your person. Did they give you this? Did you see them? Did they hand this to you?
No, that's the first time I see it. I keep all my body parts in a cooler.
I'm gonna let that one go.
But like dragons and maybe
yes,
like people we need to bring back.
All right, yeah, I mean,
Yeah, sorry, I see what I said now. No,
yeah,
sorry, my bad.
I know you, but be careful in public if you say things like that.
Yeah,
it could
you're
not
right.
maybe be the best.
Yeah, sorry. Go on. What were you saying?
Anyway, I don't believe that this object is cursed. Doesn't seem to have that kind of energy about it. But perhaps it was something like that. So why don't let me see, and I'll cast a spell, and if nothing's wrong, then nothing will change. And everything's fine.
Okay, that would make me feel better.
And I want you, I've heard the rumors going around are that things are coming to a head with this dragon cult. So, and she'll reach out and place a hand on you, and she will cast Remove Curse on you to see if there's any curses on you. Turns out, Remove Curse removes the effects of Modify Memory. So all of your memories come back.
No! I'm about to flip a table of mimosas and bellinis. Yeah, I think that as the effects take over, like there's just like a
And she's like, what? Is this a curse? I will say you don't know what caused it or how it happened. You just know that memory was wiped, that Odella acted completely normal as though that never happened, and then now you have memory of that happening.
Yeah.
You don't know where, it wasn't, you didn't see anybody cast it.
Yeah. No, I think she's just like, I just had this conversation this morning where I tried really hard to get Odella to come because she's been having all these effects after she came back from death. Her wings are all like bony and black and like she hasn't been healing as well. And so I was really important to me that she came, but everybody convinced me that she shouldn't come. And I don't know, peer pressure. I try not to, but I'm just a tiefling. And then, but no, yesterday I had the same conversation and I convinced her to come and we got all the way right down there, right on that stop right there. That's where we got. And then she just was like, I can't do this. And then she just disappeared. And then this morning she's like, oh, everything's fine. Maybe her memory was wiped too. But then why wouldn't she just come like she came yesterday? That doesn't make sense.
And she says, this sounds like you've got a whole thing going on. And she says, I will be here if you need me. You bring your friends here. And she kind of like looks around and there's nobody at the temple right now. Like, it's just like, there's a couple of acolytes like sweeping, somebody's polishing, you know, some of the different things. And she's just like, nah, I could go for brunch. You want me to come with you?
Yeah!
Oh no!
Fuck it up! Girl!
I love the company. And she like sticks her arm out to like go arm in arm. And she's like, I hope that we can do something because I don't want her. I don't know. She's gonna feel targeted no matter what we do. But
And she says, well, maybe it's better if I don't go. I don't want to seem
No.
like this is an inquisition.
listen, it kind of is because this is the most important of our like time of our lives right now.
Yeah, no, I mean, I understand that. I'm just saying, I don't really know your friends. I know you, and if you want me there, I'll be there. But I don't want to cause a rift between one of what I've heard some people say, one of the better adventuring groups here in Waterdeep. There's a bunch, let's be honest. But you guys don't leave weird, messy body trails behind and murder people in their sleep and then still say you're good. I don't get that. That's a whole nother story from a whole nother time. Which was really just like a couple months ago, but that's besides the point.
I think that given the circumstances and the gravity of the situation, you should come.
And she says, well, you know, I just wanted to... I don't want to intrude. Some people are like,
Miriam,
don't bring the holy lady to breakfast.
You are the closest thing to a mom that I've had in a long time.
And she's just like... And like, Miriam's lip quivers a little bit. And she kind of pulls you into a big, much stronger than physically should be possible by a woman of her stature hug. And she says, and she kind of like has your hand, you know, arm in arm, and she like pats your hand. And she's like, well then, let's go to brunch.
And she just like, kind of like gives it a squeeze. And she's like, so are you a mimosa or a Bellini kind of woman? As they're like walking out, fade to black, like towards them.
Yeah, and you guys slowly... So we'll cut back to the rest of you at brunch as though nothing is wrong.
I love pancakes.
I'm like tossing pieces of meat to Pie Got.
Yeah. Oh, having such a good time. Wingman just there playing with Pie Got. It's beautiful. The water's beautiful.
Yep.
Oh yeah, because we're by the waterfront.
By
aren't
the
we?
water.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gorgeous.
Yeah, and at Leo, you know, someone brings over they come over with like the drink menu and like the brunch menu because it's like
I'm like, no, we know what we want.
Yeah, well, they're gonna say like they basically they heard things are getting a little crazy, so they're kind of giving you like a all you can eat scenario for the regular price. So they come over to bring you the menu in case there's like you want to switch it up, right? You've got whatever you want, so like you had your pancakes, but like here's the menu in case you want to see something else.
Oh yeah, I'll try the new stuff. I'm having a great time. I'm about to go slay Tiamat. I have nothing to worry about. I have a great relationship. I have great friends. Everything's good. I'm about to save the world.
You're checking through the menu, and some of the words on the menu rearrange themselves.
Oh.
And it says, if single shines the triple sun. And it seems you know in your heart of hearts that this is some kind of prophecy dealing with your fate. And you don't know what it's about, and it only says those 6 words. If single shines the triple sun. And then it like you blink and it's back to normal. That's a trinket, by the way. Just
I was like, what Leo's like, that's weird.
Are you
and
okay,
we'll have
Leo?
it- No, yeah, maybe I need glasses.
Oh.
No, it's
But
fine.
I
I'm
was
just
like,
gonna,
I don't do glasses. Sorry.
Yeah. We'll see
I'm
if
just
we can
gonna
fix
pour
that.
another, mimosa and be like, it's probably nothing.
Okay. And yeah, you guys are having that. So that was Leo's trinket. And Rid/Remy, you guys are gonna get a trinket, which is a pouch containing the. I don't think you have this. A pouch containing the 4 types of elemental tiles for the White Lotus board game. You should run into Uncle. You can go play the White Lotus pie show tile.
Oops, sorry.
And yeah, you guys are like, things are fun, la la la, breakfast, brunch, Odella's feeling great. And then you hear the door, there's a wind chime at the door. Not a bell at this place, it's a wind chime. That's why you guys love it. It's so festive and light and airy and fun. And the wind chime opens as the door opens, and you see walking Roswen, and then as the door opens the rest of the way, on her arm, did you guys ever meet Miriam?
No, I don't think so.
So you see an old, kind of hunched older woman in vestments walking in with Roswen. And Roswen, how is this appearance? How are you walking in here?
I think that
Are you just like stomping with purpose? Or are you just like, waddling in with Miriam?
she walks in. I think that she has like a serious air about her, but I don't think that she's like making an angry beeline or anything like that.
Okay.
And she guides Miriam over to the table and pulls out a chair for her.
Oh, yeah, and Leo will be like, hey, Roz, I didn't, sorry, hey, Leopold.
And she'll say, Miriam, and she'll shake your hand, and it's almost as strong as your handshake back for this little old woman.
And Roswen goes around to like she's going around to get another chair for herself. But as she's walking by, she holds on to Odella's hand and she goes, I'm not letting go this time.
That's where we'll end tonight.
Oh shit! What? No! Oh my god! Everybody's gonna be on fire!
On fire? What?
Holy fire! I don't even know. Oh, this was rough. This was rough, y'all.
For those of you who are curious, I made Miriam in D&D Beyond, so there's Miriam's character sheet if you want to see the kind of holy hellfire or holy fire she could rain down on
Level 20 paladin cleric hellfire. Oh my
not
god.
Hellfire, holy fire. Divine fire.
Excuse me.
Yes, that's correct. So, wow, what a game that turned out to be. I had all this stuff planned out about, like, moving the tiles on the war game board, assaulting the final push to Tiamat, and it's nope.
Not in this game, Ted.
Just
Not with
fuck
that.
all
We got
that
other
shit.
stuff to do.
Got problems.
Yeah, like, potentially, if you guys killed it, you could have been tussling with a god right now. Nope, not tonight.
We got some other tussles to do.
Tonight we're having an intervention.
Yeah.
We tried multiple times. Poor Leo. I feel so bad.
I also feel really bad. Me as a person feels real bad for Leo. Odella needs Leo.
So
no, me as a person, I'm like, I hate this, but I'm also like, I love this drama.
So
Poor Leo.
it
Oh
could
my
have
God.
only gone slightly better. It worked out okay, but the way I had envisioned it working out was one, you guys go the second time, and Odella's just like, oh, let's just hope everything's fine. But had she gone in the first time, she would have, like, Miriam would have just done her thing and been like, nope, everything's fine. But before you leave, Roswen, can you stay and call you back and then clear the very clear influence of you and be like, I don't want your friends to know, but something's up with your other friend.
Something's up.
But she was gonna basically, give Roswen the heads up, but not alert everyone else. Just because, don't really know what's
Why
going
you gotta
on.
lie? We could have talked about this in a friendly, calm manner.
I was trying to have an open dialogue with you in a relationship, and you have taken the gaslighting and literally magic dominating my mind.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, you're so evil now. You're
I
so
mean-
evil now.
I mean, maybe.
That's some evil. That's some evil shit. If your alignment hasn't shifted, I would shift you as a DM. After all that. Damn.
I don't know. I don't know.
Why?
Yikes.
My poor babe who's just in love. Oh,
Let's
what a
go
babe.
around the horn to see what people do. Celeste, tell us about yourself. How you
Hi. Hello, everyone. My name is Celeste Conowich. You can find me on Twitter at @cconowich. If you want to check me out playing more D&D, you can check out Venture Maidens, which Katie will tell you more about in a minute. But you can also check me out on the DM's block on DMnastics. I'm one of the co-hosts there, which is the podcast. If you want to check it out. I'm also one of the co-hosts for Wizards of the Coast monthly talk show Community. We're going to be streaming this Friday, so go ahead and tune in for that. We talk about community news and like all the cool and fun stuff that's happening. So yeah, to hear more about that, just again follow me at @cconowich.
Sunday.
Oh fuck! I also do another show on this here channel called Mistress of Modules. So we just wrapped up yesterday. We played through one of the Uncaged anthology shows, which is really cool. This week we will not be back, but the week after that, we're going to be playing an epic level campaign called Invasion of the Tarrasques, which Ted will be playing on. So you can get a whole dose of, and that's going to be crazy.
Yeah.
Absolutely, like punching Godzillas.
Awesome.
It's going to be a good time. So make sure to check that out and follow that on Twitter at Mistress of Mods.
Were you doing a charity thing?
I am. I'm still putting together a cast and everything for a charity event that will be happening in the end of June.
Okay, I wasn't sure. It was a Saturday. I couldn't remember if that was this one or not. Okay.
Not this one. Yeah, a couple Saturdays from now, but stay tuned for more updates.
Oh,
yeah.
Katie, how about you?
Hi, I'm Katie. You can find me every Monday here playing Roswen, or you can find me tomorrow and every other Wednesday on
Tomorrow's
Venture
Tuesday.
Maidens.
Tomorrow's Tuesday.
Not Tuesday, Wednesday. Jesus Christ, I'm busy. Yes, Wednesday on Venture Maidens and every other Wednesday. And then I think Brittany's coming back, right? She's coming back. on
Brady will be
Wednesday.
back, so we will have 4 maidens all together and 1 happy DM on Wednesday. So
Mhm. And yeah, and other than that, you can find me on Twitter at lazy_mermaiden. And currently I am I have some pins in production that I'm going to be selling on an Etsy store that I'm working on opening once I get them. I'm really excited about it. They're all inspired by gods, and I'm kind of doing more of a like thematic domain god sort of thing for the most part. Just so that I don't
no
step on-
copyright strikes.
yeah, just so I don't get in trouble with that or anything. But yeah, I'm really enjoying the design challenge, and I'm really happy with what I'm coming up with so far. So check out my Twitter once I do get my Crow Monarch Death Goddess pins. I will be doing a giveaway for one and some dice with them that are thematically appropriate. So
Very cool. Laura, other than ruining the party dynamic potentially, what else you got going on?
Yeah, hey, I'm Laura. You can find me on Twitter at When in Rome. Obviously I play here as Odella every Monday night, maybe not the foreseeable future. I might be playing a different character if they decide to kill me or something. But you know, she just loves them so much and just cares about them so much and just never wants to see them leave her side ever. So, you know, they should just really understand her point of view there. But yeah, I I feel like everybody seems to see that my character is like destroying things, and I'm totally not evil. So yeah.
Renee is not here, so I will just post Renee's her little block that we have there. Renee does a billion things. She's got a Kiss Academy, and she's got her audio drama and Fate and the Fable Maidens. A billion things, but that's Renee. Anyway, and I'm Ted. This is Nerd Immersion. This is my channel. So obviously you caught us here Monday. We play weekly, unless Odella or the party dissolves into a big explosion of fire next week, then there won't be a conclusion.
See?
But you'll have to tune in to find out. Tomorrow night is my homebrew campaign of Everin. We'll be doing Everin this whole month because Jake's fiance Megan had the baby last week. So they provide him a little extra time and not having to worry about dealing with campaign prep, we're skipping Evil Game to kind of just give one less thing for him to worry about when being a father for the second time, but like for the first time again in 10 years or something. So a little bit of a difference in time there. Yeah, so he probably won't be here tomorrow, but it's Jake. You never know. He might show up. But you should come out because the reliquary tipped, and now they're being hunted by a predator, like from the movie Predator. Like it's on the boat with them right now. And murdered the only person with blind sight so they can't see it. If you want to see how that goes, that should be tomorrow night. That'll be fun. We have two sponsors, an Initiative Coffee Company and Elderwood Academy. I do have a giveaway going on right now to win yourself a copy of the hobby store cover of Ghosts of Saltmarsh, as well as a regular cover version and a set of dice. So there's 3 winners for that. I should also say, I have to make a little thing for it, that we did technically soft launch a second channel, YouTube channel called Nerd Immersion Plays, which is just going to be the housing of the gameplay videos, like the one you watched tonight. Well, those will all be now shifting over to this new channel, so that way the 2 very different audiences that Nerd Immersion has, the people who come for reviews, product stuff, D&D advice videos, and rules, and that kind of a thing, convention coverage, can stay on the main channel, and the secondary channel will literally be just where the gameplay is. So there's about 4 videos out there now, kind of what is and why we're doing that, and then a couple of campaign intros for the campaigns that are already completed, just to kind of give you like, hey, here's this, and a link to all the episodes. For shows like this and Evil Game and Everin that are ongoing, myself, Celeste, the other players, we're all working through coming up with recaps, short little recaps to span everything that happens to current, which will be basically episode 28 of this show, and 50 of the other ones, episode 50, that will catch you up to speed in a relative short period of time, so that if you want to just jump in going forward, you can catch up real quick and then go forth with that. But that is a crazy task to manage 2 channels, and also like set back where you can't have a URL, custom URL for your channel, and can't even add custom thumbnails because it's at 16 followers or something like that. Yeah, let me get you a link. I would just say go to Nerd Immersion, youtube.com/Nerd Immersion Plays, but you can't because it's youtube.com/long string of text. Let me find it for you real quick. I'll link it in the chat. Is that it? Nope. God, I don't even have it. Oh wait, here, it's at the top of the YouTube page. Yeah, channel.ucz several long characters. There you go. If you check back at the giveaway, if you go and view the page, that's an extra new added bonus entry. So that's that for me. We will see you next week. If you're on Neverwinter, I'm back on that now because our little group of everybody that went to D&D Live are hardcore back into the Neverwinter, the MMO. So come join us there. There's a lot of cool people hanging out back in that game. All right, that's it. I have 3 minutes or so. Celeste's going to yell at me. So thank you all so much for watching. And we will see you next week for more trauma and drama.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.